Okay, take us back to the moment that Jeremy he approached you to be a part of this project. I mean, how did he know that you would be the perfect Patty?
He said he just knew. He was like, you were exactly what I envisioned in my head.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so I just knew.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a feeling. And I obviously he saw me act a little bit. He saw
Mm-hmm.
like 10 minutes of something I'd done, and he was like, "Yep, she can do this." Like this, he's like, I just feel like this is Patty, even though I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't see it in myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, you saw me act, but
Yeah.
that was very different.
Yeah,
a very different
exactly.
character. I can't do this. And he was like, yes, you can. Just come out and try.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, okay, of course. I mean, I really want to,
Yeah, yeah.
but I just need you to be warned that, like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very different from
Mm-hmm.
this person. I'll try, but it's going to be a stretch. And
Yeah.
on top of that, I don't know how to rap.
Well,
And he was like, well, you'll have to, but, you know, well, if you're bad, you're bad. It's like, okay, cool.
Nothing
good.
post-production can't fix sometimes. So.
I mean, yeah. Well, this was for the Sundance Lab, so he's
Yeah.
like, I mean, he was like, we're just workshopping,
Mm-hmm.
and if you have no talent, you won't do the movie. I mean, he didn't say that, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's what he must have been thinking.
Fortunately, it worked out. You stepped up your game, and you were like amazing in this. And well, you guys crafted the character together, right? You mentioned the experience at Sundance Lab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about like the process of crafting this character. That well, it's somewhat based on him because he's a musician, right?
Yeah.
He's
I
crafted-
mean, he had such an idea of who Patty was. You know, it was. He knew that it was gonna be this girl, and she wanted to rap more than anything. But then there's so much of this family dynamic that's happening, and he used to sit in his room and write like rhymes in his notebook. So so much of it was kind of personal to him, but it was things that were personal. It was like. She sits in her room and writes lyrics in her notebook. That's her thing. She likes to rap. She's scared of doing it. And then you have to actually make that a person. So it's like, okay, cool, this is like things that someone does, but now let's like make her a grounded real person. And that was the really cool kind of experience because he knew all these elements of her, but he didn't know her yet. And he's also a man and I'm a woman, and there is things that you go through growing up that are different, obviously. So got to bring kind of my life and his life into it, and our experiences, and just find Patty in a whole new way. What drove her, where she came from, what inspires her, like what helps her, everything.
What do you see about yourself and Patty? Like like you were saying, I mean, there's parts of you and parts of him in it, but what of her is you?
I mean, I understand her passion and her drive to go for what she wants. I think that we deal with things in different ways, for sure. Some things very similar, like I said, I don't know if I said this, but I may have said this earlier. I definitely like stress cried a little bit before the final scene, like
Right.
she does too. I was like, that was very similar, but at the same time, a lot of other things we would deal with very differently. And I think that was kind of what was cool about it. It was like, I understand her heart. I understand her love, and it's just about connecting with people and how they affect you. But then at the same time, there is so much to me that's a mystery about her, and that was kind of really what I had to learn. But the heart, that was what I connected with the most. I understood
The drive.
the drive, the passion, and the love that she has for her family. I mean, it's a messed up family situation that I don't have that situation with
Thankfully.
my family, which I'm very lucky about.
Yeah.
But I understand that love that she has. She has this undying love for them. It's just very different relationship.
Oh, tell us about the transformation. I read that you would rap inside a closet for acoustics. Is that true?
I mean, yeah, I would rap inside my closet, not necessarily for acoustics, more so that no one could hear me, like my roommate or anything, because it's far too embarrassing. So I would go in my closet to do it. Also, because it's loud on the street outside of me. So if I was in my closet, I felt like I was alone in my own world, just able to focus on it. And I would just keep going until I got a takeout over and over and over and over again.
Right. So you'd rap like pre-existing material, or like how would you?
Yeah, I did so many different songs by so many different artists just to practice different styles and flows of rap, and then later on, right before production, I would start practicing the original stuff, which was like a whole new scary thing.
Oh my! And there's a soundtrack coming, right? And you're
There
gonna be
is a
featured on
soundtrack
it?
coming.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm pretty much in the majority of the songs. So,
No pressure.
Yeah, I think there's like 17 tracks or something.
Wow.
I'd say I'm probably in like 15 of the maybe.
It's like your album.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Bob's got her own song in there,
Yeah.
and I don't know about. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this final
The final
album
cut.
that's meant to be coming out soon. I'll probably hear it when everyone else does.
Oh, that's good.
Generally what happens.
No, that's better that way sometimes.
Yeah, the actors are always the lost to know. This is something to definitely know.
Well, so speaking of the actors, like some of the what makes the great film so great is some of the relationships, like you're saying, the dysfunctional relationship between Patti and her mom, who's Bridget Everett. She's fantastic. Tell us about like the whole bonding experience working with her. Even your grandmother, in the film, it was just Kathy Moriarty. Tell us about the bonding that took place and just the building of the chemistry between them.
I mean, they're both incredible people. Pat helps so much. I met Bridget at the Sundance Labs, and we're doing this dramatic scene, and then all of a sudden I find out she's a comedian, and I go to one of her shows, and I'm like, what? And so we kept in contact over the year and 9 months before we started production. So I felt very comfortable with her from the first moment we went on. I was like, I know Bridget, we're good. So that was good because we kind of shot some of that stuff very early on, and I felt great about that considering we already had that relationship. And Kathy I met maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before production started, and she just like hugs you. She gives you like a giant hug, and it feels so warm, and I'm like, oh, she's family, like instantly, and she's just an open book. So it helps so much to just open you up as well. She's amazing. So, and the three of us, like, we have our little like text convos at times with like, girls, what do we? Yeah, I don't know. It's really nice. They're amazing people, and then together they're just a riot. I'm really sad they never actually had any scenes together.
I know, it's odd. Right? You think that, yeah.
No one ever thinks about the fact that they didn't ever say one word to each other in the movie.
Yeah, that's true now that you pointed out.
Yeah. We always thought about, we're like, that's not fair. But it's very representative of their relationship.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It was meant to be that way. No, the response to the film's been phenomenal. I know, like, at Sundance where it premiered, standing ovation, like, what to you is like a success for the film? I mean, it's already done so well critically. People are just raving about it. But what to you would mean a success?
I'm already very happy with how things have gone. I've had so many more opportunities come up just from this, which has been so amazing. It's opened a lot of doors for me. So that alone has been really incredible. And I mean, you do work and you absolutely love it, and you hope that hopefully it'll bring more work, and it's done that. So for me, I'm like, thank you. But to see people enjoying the movie that you had so much fun making, and we all really put our heart and souls into this one, so it's really nice to see people like it and get something from it, and that's really, it means a lot. I think when we got bought by Fox Searchlight, that was a very exciting moment, because we're like, okay,
it's a huge
guys,
release. It's
we made a movie and it got bought, and they're gonna release it so people will see it. That is so exciting, because you make a movie and you hope people see it. That's kind of the point. So it was very exciting. That moment was like, okay, guys, I mean, you never know how it's gonna do in a theater, but at the same time, it's just exciting that it's going out there.
Exactly. Just the fact that it's being seen.
Yeah.
What was the toughest thing about becoming Patti?
The toughest thing, figuring out her outside. Like, I figured out her inside and how she dealt with things, but trying to walk differently, talk differently, learning how to rap and have swag, that was very difficult for me. And then you have to get to a point where you're so comfortable with it that it seems like second nature, and it's not I'm uncomfortable doing these things.
Yeah.
So that was definitely the hottest part.
I mean, it's little things, just like the boob grab. Like, you would have thought, like, that's just, you just became her. It was like...
Right.
Such...
And that's so not me. So I'm not like, but yeah, no, I mean, we would have fun with stuff like that. Jeremy would be like, okay, boob grab, and I'd be like, oh god, Jeremy, fine, okay. He's like, crotch grab, and I'm like, Jeremy.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun and funny, and in those moments we could just like all laugh together, and the crew was all in on it. It was fun.